been playing around with makeup for over 10 years now, so I wanted to do a review video on this Naked palette. Help you feel confident with your purchase. Now, the thing that I love about the Naked palettes, obviously this is the third of their collection, is that they have a mixture of different shadows. So you'll get metallics, shimmers, mattes, and I think that's very key when you're wanting to do a full look with your eyes. You're gonna do a mixture of both. Here is what the palette looks like. And the other thing I do like about the Urban Decay palettes, larger palettes, is that they do come with a brush, and it is a dual-ended brush. So this is a great brush for right in the crease area, and then I love using this one for underneath my eyes and also putting a little bit of darker shadow at the edge. If you are planning to travel, pretty much this is all you're going to need. This is a great everyday makeup all the way to a glam or a night out style because of all the different color ranges. And the other thing I love about their palettes is they're so creamy. There's a high payoff in pigment, and even if I'm using other brushes than the one that is in here, I feel like it still picks up the shadow well. Something else that I do appreciate about these is when you are picking up the shadow, you don't see a bunch of fallout. Obviously, you're gonna tap it before you start applying it to your eye. But what I do like about that is there are some palettes I have used before that the minute you put the brush on the shadow, it creates like a poof of dust, if you will, which creates a lot of fallout, making it really difficult to put on eyeshadow after you've applied your full face. Those are the palettes you have to do your eyes first because you're gonna have to wipe up a ton with a makeup wipe afterwards. I love how versatile it is if you are someone who is trying to find a palette that's going to pretty much be everything that you're going to need. Especially if you have blue eyes, this is a great palette to choose, and they last a long time. These palettes, while it looks like it's a really thin eyeshadow pan, you wouldn't notice it, but these matte colors I have been using for almost a year, and it looks like there's still so much left. You don't need a ton. A little goes a long way due to the pigment. I like that because even though you might invest a little bit more in a palette like this, it's going to be something that you can wear every day, and it's going to last you a very long time. So if you've been trying to figure out which palette you should get next, but take a look at this Naked 3 palette.